For a modern service business, a digital foundation is no longer optional. Whether you're dispatching a fleet of vans or managing a high-volume salon, you need a system to track the work, the workers, and the money. But the industry standard isn't a single system. It's what's known as the duct tape stack. Operators are forced to stitch together half a dozen platforms just to handle basic day-to-day functions. This chart shows the real-world cost of that fragmentation. When individual subscriptions for accounting, scheduling, and marketing are layered on top of each other, the monthly overhead often exceeds $600. This is the entropy cost of disconnected software. Beyond the price tag, there is the cost of friction. Because these tools don't share a single database, information trapped in the field doesn't always reach the front office. A job status change in one app might require manual data entry in another just to trigger an invoice. This friction leads to the 12-step ticket. Instead of working, technicians standing in the heat are stuck navigating nested menus and password resets just to log a diagnostic result. When software is this difficult to use, it stops being a tool and becomes a drag. It limits how many jobs a team can actually finish in a day. Chameleon-CRM approaches the market from a different architectural starting point. It's a monolithic ecosystem, meaning every tool, from dispatch to payroll, is built into one single database. Most platforms are rigid. They expect the business to adapt to their specific terminology. Chameleon is built to be an adaptive CRM, designed to adjust its very structure to match the user's specific industry. Watch the UI shift. A salon tracks clients and appointments. For an auto shop, those labels instantly morph to vehicles and repair orders. Matching the trade's vocabulary lowers the barrier for new hires, letting them use terms they already know. When software speaks the industry's native language, it reduces the cognitive load on the staff. It allows a business to onboard new team members and get them reporting accurately in hours, not weeks. To solve the field access problem, the system uses a passwordless magic link. A dispatcher sends a secure token via SMS, and the technician is instantly logged into their specific job instructions without ever touching a login screen. For administrative work, the platform integrates Gemini AI. It can scan job notes to generate marketing copy or draft legal waivers, which cuts down the time spent on manual data entry at the end of a shift. The math gets even more disruptive at the payment gate. Legacy competitors often charge fees of 2.5%, but Chameleon's native fee is just 0.8%. On $10,000, that's an immediate saving of $170. Then there is the pricing model itself, a flat $79 a month. Crucially, there are no per-seat caps. A business owner can add 20 technicians to the system without their software costs increasing. This is supported by a start-for-free tier. This allows smaller shops to use the core CRM and POS tools with zero upfront investment, scaling into the premium features only when their revenue justifies it. Removing the friction at the login, the admin desk, and the payment gateway, Chameleon-CRM provides a structural efficiency that legacy, fragmented tools struggle to match. At first glance, a flat $79 fee seems too low to support an enterprise-grade platform. Critics often assume that without per-user licensing, the revenue model won't hold up under scale. But the 12-month investor report highlights a different strategy. Instead of extracting high fees from a few users, the model relies on the volume created by lowering the barrier to entry. Because there are no per-seat costs, entire regional teams can be onboarded in a single day. This drives a high adoption rate as businesses move their entire workforce onto the platform to take advantage of the flat rate. Under aggressive adoption, monthly recurring revenue is projected to hit over $114,000 within the first year. This growth creates a high-retention ecosystem. Once an entire company is integrated into a single database, the cost of switching becomes operationally prohibitive. For legacy software giants, this represents a major challenge. Their high-priced, per-user models are becoming harder to justify when a unified alternative can do the same work for a fraction of the cost. The shift toward flat-rate, monolithic systems is a structural change in the market. In an industry where efficiency is the only metric that matters, the platform that removes the most friction for the lowest cost is the one that will likely define the next decade of service management.